Now, the American Special Envoy Steve Witkoff and also Donald Trump's son-in-law Jared Kushner are meeting with the Russian President Vladimir Putin. These are some of the images that are coming straight from the Kremlin. That white long table that Vladimir Putin, of course, uses to meet with other foreign dignitaries is present. This is a crucial meeting. Let's try and listen in if we've got the audio there to what is being said. All right, so these are the images of the American Special Envoy Steve Witkoff sitting alongside Jared Kushner across the table from Vladimir Putin, and my colleague Susan Tehrani is joining us live from New York. Susan, this is a crucial meeting between Steve Witkoff, Jared Kushner and Vladimir Putin. Tell us what's in fact on the agenda. What is the American delegation seeking to get out of this meeting?
Right. Well, the White House says that it's very optimistic as Jared Kushner and Witkoff meet Vladimir Putin in Moscow. Really, it follows a series of meetings between top U.S. and Ukrainian officials during which the parties sought to revise the original peace plan presented by President Trump to Ukraine last month. That was a 28-point plan. Apparently, it's now down to 20, although we don't have confirmation for that. But the White House is trying to, so far, have parallel meetings between Marco Rubio, the Secretary of State, with the Ukrainians, and then, of course, Witkoff and Kushner in Moscow. Of course, Witkoff and Kushner were also in Florida last week, and they met with the delegation, the Ukrainian delegation as well. We are getting reports, as you reported earlier yourself, that after this meeting, Witkoff and Kushner are expected to travel to a European city, possibly Brussels, to meet with Ukrainian officials, including Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky. Washington hopes that this will pave the way for some kind of peace. Just 2 points that Washington is also eyeing. On the one hand, it appears that the Russians are trying to convince the United States to bring peace through commerce, as you know, President Trump usually says peace through strength, because they're saying that the United States and Russia have ample opportunity to work together economically if there is some kind of negotiated settlement to the Ukraine crisis. And now Washington is trying to sell that to Ukraine, saying that this will be to the benefit of Ukraine as well. Of course, there are naysayers. Number two to watch, which is, I think, the most important aspect, is Putin and Zelensky have not met since 2019, and that was before the Ukraine war. Putin considers Zelensky an illegitimate leader of Ukraine. So I think what closely to watch moving forward is he going to acknowledge Zelensky as Ukraine's leader, and will he ultimately sit down at the table with Zelensky for negotiations or even signing a deal?
But we'll, of course, have to wait and watch for. Thank you very much, Susan Tehrani, for joining us with all those updates there.